right. Hello. Welcome. I am Hazefest. We're going to be playing Divinity Original Sin 2 Definitive Edition. Go ahead and launch it. I haven't really played much of the Definitive Edition, so this is going to be a brand new run. I'm going to check out the changes. Put about 400 hours into this game, I think, on Steam. Let's double check. According to my library, I have played this game 496 hours. So I know a thing or two about the game. I just haven't played this version. The original game was amazing. The Divinity 2 game was fantastic. I've never actually beaten it. 500 hours. Never beaten the game. So, this one is going to be a single player campaign. We're going to do Tactician mode. Definitely not going to do Honor. We're just going to do regular Tactician mode. I think if we go back and do Honor mode, it's going to be with a physical party because it's an easier game as a physical run. So we're going to start this game as a Tactician. Final warning, there will be no changing the game's difficulty after this. Are you sure you want to continue in Tactician mode? Except, to me, the only way to play the game is in Tactician mode because it feels so good. The challenge level is actually pretty damn fair. I love it. I had previously done an Honor run with a full Magic party, and oh my god, I had so many close calls. Who are we gonna be? We're gonna want the Red Prince. We're gonna want Beast, and we're gonna want Bane or Sybil as our last character. So I don't know that we're going to do an origin story. We are playing as Losa. This lady here.
My life I've been a performer, a musician, beloved and celebrated by all. But I have a secret. I'm also a playground for sprites and spirits and worse. The voice that rings inside me now is darker than any that came before. Almost caused a bunch of my fans to rip each other to pieces. But you can trust me. I've got this under control. Step 1. Find out who or what is trying to take control of my mind. Step 2. Make it sorry it ever tried.
Pretty cool. And that's who we're going to be playing as. Losa. We'll make her a conjurer. We're going to do Red Prince as a Geo, Pyro, and then we're going to do Beast as our like frontline tank fighter. Are you sure? I think we need to edit her. That's her fine. Constitution, Intelligence. I think we're going to get rid of it. Constitution. Constitution's fine. Yeah, this is fine. I think instead of intelligence, we'll go wits. Go a little faster. Here, we're going to change this up. Summoning point is going to be level 1. Lore master. Bartering. She automatically gets 1 point in bartering, so Lore Master's okay. Go with Lucky Charm. And skill-wise, we're going to not take Dimensional Bolt. Instead, we're going to take Farsight Infusion. Confirm. Go. It's been so long. It's been great to finally make the decision to come back and play this game.
It all happened like I knew it would. A single drop of source magic. And like flies to honey, the monsters swarmed. The rebel panicked. The carnage began. And the Magisters pointed their fingers at me. Just as I'd planned.
This lady's crazy.
I was shackled and collared. And sent to Fort Joy.
Such great artwork. Such a great story.
I'd come here to kill Godwoken. But instead, I became part of their story.
Title drop. Definitive Edition. This is going to be exciting. All right. So, we're playing as Losa. Playing as Summoner. And we're going to branch off into like some sort of hybrid support character with her. We need her to be a summoner because at some point in the game I'll need physical damage
So,
when my character is by herself.
bit groggy, are we? Don't worry. The sedative will wear off soon enough.
Can you?
Easy now. No need to hurry. Get your bearings and report to me upstairs.
Okay. So this is our first look at our character. Nice little mini map.
Damn. And here I was hoping my upstairs visitor was just playing tricks on me.
All right, we got Losa. Nice little eyeball on her back there. Get our bearings, look around. Oh, that's combat mode. Let's not do that. We're going to unlock the hot bars. We're going to there. Put the maddening song all the way to the end. These items off to the side so we don't accidentally use them. Right, autosave. Tab is also combat. What is alt? That's what
Who are you? Nobody?
Okay, so she doesn't talk to the skull. It's fine. Mouse button is our round button here. Shift the camera view. This is the tutorial, the new tutorial location that they start you in. Before they had put you just on the front deck, everybody else, but at some point they changed to this. Okay, she made a comment about the sheep. That's cool. Bucket with water. We'll take that. Egg. Yep. Do that for later. If I find a needle.
Did you expect a needle?
Won't find a needle. Okay. Bunch of little items to interact with that don't show up on alt, so it's good to keep an eye out for such things. It's E.
Did you expect a needle?
Needle there. Okay. Next area. And then grab this letter. Okay, we'll check the letter in just a second. Woodpile, arrow shafts. Okay, letter. Important. It has come to my attention again that several of you are bypassing the cargo hold security measures by sliding boxes onto pressure plates. This will not do. Okay, so this is like a hint at what to do here in case people are stuck. What they were saying is to put this. Voila, we're in. Okay, our first weapon, we'll go ahead and equip it. We'll equip the bucket too because that's hilarious. Nothing else in here, right? Nope. We have oil. An oil barrel. We'll move forward. We got a save, which means something's about to happen. Got slowed down. So this guy wants to talk to us. Save it real quick. What else we got here? We got a guard who's hurt. Talk to this guy, I guess. Can't reach.
Hey, get me out of this cage and I'll make it worth your while. You in?
Why are you in the cage?
Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee. After that, pure pandemonium. They never even told me what I was accused of. Just dragged me down here.
I don't necessarily believe this guy, and I should probably put my webcam on so you can see my face. Get rid of the border though. Don't need that. Hi. There we go. A little easier. See what's going on. Your guess is as good as mine. Someone screamed loud as a banshee, pure pandemonium. They dragged me down here. What's in it for me?
Set me free, and I'll set you free. A fair trade, I should think.
Alright.
Gentlewoman among jesters, you are. Give that lever a pull, and I guarantee we'll both get something out of the deal.
Guy seems shady. But she's pretty handy with that dagger. What's this? Electric discharge. Look around real quick. There's nothing else I can utilize. Hold lever.
Before you can even touch the lever, you hear a sniff and snort behind you as the snoring magister mumbles himself awake. One bloodshot eye opens, and then another.
Quickly, trade with him. See it coming. You can have all this crap I don't want. Give me your money. And these boots. A lot for that mushroom. Great. We've traded with the guard. You never saw that coming.
Is my shift over? Are you here to relieve me?
Yeah, even though we just traded, sleepy guy.
Wait, you're no magister. You're a sorcerer. What are you doing here, filthy scrounger? Choose
On
your
me.
words carefully. My fists ache to meet a new face.
Okay, well, I got wits, and I have constitution. So... Constitution persuasion. I heard yelling from above. He needs to get up there. Success.
Damn, if it's not one thing, it's another. And no way I can trust those fools to deal with any nonsense on their own. Can't leave the prisoner alone, though. He's been nothing but trouble, I hear.
Oh, he's trouble. Okay, so... Lucy's a bit of a character that likes to jest, so, we don't really have points into strength, persuasion, or intelligence, so... We're gonna fail any of these, I'm pretty sure. So we're just gonna ignore the guard and yank the lever.
What in the... A collared sauce freak thinks she can hoodwink a red? Damn fool.
We failed to hoodwink him.
I should have known there'd be trouble.
Oh, wait a minute. A firestorm grenade? Holy moly. There goes my life. We're gonna move out of the fire. I feel like that's smart. And then we're going to drink a potion. And then we're going to summon a fire totem. Aha, eat that. Get that guy with a fireball. Well, letting this guy out seems to be a good idea. Dude, he just roundhoused me. Rude. Okay. We're gonna summon a pet. Then we're gonna sucker punch the guy. Didn't really work out, so we're gonna attack him. And he burns to death.
As his eyes rest on yours. Ah, freedom. Tastes better than wine.
You're welcome.
I'm nothing if not a man of my word. I did give my word I'd set you free, lass. Say your prayers while you've breath to speak them. The halls await.
So he's gonna turn on me as we have a casual conversation while we're both burning. My pet hit him, and he kicked me in the face. Okay, so we have water, and we also have oil. Let's go ahead and put the oil totem out. Oil totem has the high ground. We'll also try to sucker punch this guy and knock him to the ground. Good to go. We're going to buff all of our pets here. Hit him with a fireball because that's hilarious. Whoops. A little overzealous there. And he dies to burning. Perfect. First taste of combat, and we survived. Ended up getting the penny bun mushroom anyway, which is what I wanted. The shield on. Put these boots on. Bucket is we didn't get our 15 gold back that we traded for, so that's a little unfortunate. I used to playing Dark Age of Camelot. I keep hitting tab. Want the bowl? We're over there. Grab this bucket. This
Rubbish.
hitting tab. That'll eventually stop. Okay. Heading back up. Love my character. There is. Here's a piece of rope. Grab that. Got a lockpick with our lucky find. Nice. Save it. We wander in here and get murdered. Grab some empty bottles. Grab some more empty bottles. Again. Hitting my tab button. Stop hitting your tab button. Another cool thing about this game
Empty.
is that rest. The keyboard that I'm using interacts with the game. So if there's a loading bar or if something's happening, my keyboard will change different colors depending on what exactly is going on in the game. So that's fancy. I like that. And I don't know if this is going to carry over into Baldur's Gate 3, but it'll be interesting to see what they learned from Divinity and bring to Baldur's Gate 3 when they actually get that up and running. Everything's clear. Keep going now.
No key? No problem.
Okay, so we blew everything up. Thing in here, right? Back to where we started.
Where I started. Nowhere to go but up.
Desk here, nothing in it. Else, go up. Are you sure you want to leave the tutorial deck? Yes. So, this is where we originally started when the game was first released. This is what I remember. Oh, so they added a few things. Mortar and pestle. Cooking pot. It's nice that they put the mortar and pestle in because you didn't get that until like Act 2. So that's pretty cool. Got a small tome. Stuff here. 130 gold from Lucky Find. Holy moly. points in the lucky find was a good idea. Got a Magister here. I'm just gonna finish looting this place. This small tome. Really useful here. New model of source collars provided by Vredeman. It's the first time we've seen this guy's name. So let's combine with our mushroom, because I know that's a health potion. Ta-da! We learned a new recipe. Anything else? They're together right now. Save it. Go talk to this lady, I guess, with my bucket.
Not too tight, I hope. The collar, I mean. Oh, not to worry. Every dog has to get used to its leash.
Rude. Can we trade?
No marks, no indications of a struggle.
Oh, you don't have that much money. Give me that.
In the meantime, your next stop will be Magister William.
Weird to me that you can trade with everybody in the game.
In the ship's manifest, and he's the chap in charge of the logs. You'll find him on the other side of this deck.
A Jester and Mystic.
Quarters.
All right. Why did you collar me?
Why, for my peace of mind, of course. Why don't you try casting one of those source spells of yours? See what happens.
Right.
Currents of magic surge inside you, boiling, bursting, then breaking, only to fade back into your soul like rain into the earth.
My, look at the concentration on your face. All will, but no result. There you have it. See? The collar's function. It neuters you of sorts.
Rude.
Makes you unable to cast source. For your own peace of mind, of course. Yours and the whole world's.
Jester. The last thing I remember is hoisting your 15th pint is the Ram's Head Loo.
Don't you dare! If you violate the virtue of my carpet, I'll do a good thing worse and put a collar around your neck.
Index fingers pressed to her lips, she pauses a moment to give you a scrutinizing gander.
My word, you do seem a bit befuddled, don't you? Perhaps I was a bit too generous with that sedative. Oh well, I'm sure you'll soon gather your wits. Most likely.
You probably overdid it on the sedative. I am wearing a bucket for a helmet.
Is that we're en route to Fort Joy. A new life awaits, and if you're a particularly good girl, perhaps a cure as well. An end to source for good.
Alright, take my leave. Definitely don't want to get into a fight with this lady. She's got stats.
Good gods! There's been a murder here.
This is definitely not your first murder. Come on. We just murdered like 2 people downstairs. All surprised about it. Like, oh, there's more than one murder on this boat.
Junk.
Behind the Magister, a bloodied mass lies in a heap. Gore and limbs lie at odd angles. You can't make out a face amid the mess.
That's gross. Yeah.
There's been a murder.
What happened?
A sorcerer was killed by one of your own. Lucky you were busy getting your collar fitted at the time, or you'd be a suspect like the rest of them. Waters is investigating. She'll figure out who did it. Always does.
Does this sort of thing happen often?
You surprised? You're one of them. You know what sorcerers are capable of? Whoever did this found a way around their collar and killed a man. Small ones this time, thank the gods. We'll find out who did it, one way or another.
Queens. Again, tab. We're gonna take this rope.
Boring.
There's a sheep here.
I'm not suited for this. It's sea cow, not sea sheep.
The sheep actually talk to us. Ask if I can have some wool.
Haven't got any shears, have you? People these days.
Okay, so apparently Lose has Pet Pal. Catch. Actually have Pet Pal? Does, and Thrifty. Okay. Grab this, and a bunch of people here. Not really interested in exhausting all of the dialogue.
Never thought you'd end up a prison guard.
That right? I always knew you'd turn out rotten, Ben Nest. Your kind always hung closest to our divine, like wolves around a campfire.
Grab this sack.
Well, you've got this wolf on a leash now.
As soon as the Inquisitor gets here, we'll hang you right over the side of this ship with it.
Bill?
It was one of them. I know it.
I'm not sure which ones we're gonna take.
They don't care about us.
E?
This again.
Grab that pocket knife, grab the garlic. Read this on the wall because it has recipes on it. Recipes? I may have remembered a thing or two from this game. That's locked. Can't go that way. I know we'll be taking Red Prince and I know we'll be taking Beast, but I don't know who the fourth person is going to be just yet.
Eyes closed, palms face up on his knees. His beard is a cascade of meticulous plaits, each one braided through with golden medallions. He raises an eyebrow as you approach, but doesn't open his eyes.
Listen up, Ghetto. You hear that?
Girl, tell him he ought to be thinking twice before addressing me like a child.
He turns his head toward you, looking you up and down, and smiles before turning his attention to the ship once more.
You look like a Ghetto to me.
Rude.
Listen if you're interested, or get gone if you aren't.
Ask what it is I'm meant to be hearing.
The ship, of course.
Ship, of course. Okay. Quietly listen to the sound of the ship.
A wave of sound washes over you. The unintelligible chatter of your shipmates, the groaning of wood from floor to ceiling, the boom, crash and crackle of waves around you, complaints from the sea itself.
And?
I've never dined on anything less than a dozen-course dinner, and I don't intend to do away with the custom.
The fellow cocks his ear, listening.
There has been a murder, Your Majesty. Maybe that has the Magisters more concerned than your appetite.
Don't you get saucy with me when you clearly don't know the first thing about sauce.
That isn't anger. It's
He cocks his ear to the other side, then smiles.
anticipation. She senses something. I'd hold on to my breeches if I were you, mate. That's all you hear, though. Listen close. You've got ears on your head, haven't you? Do you need me to show you how to use them? There now, just like that.
Squeak!
Aha!
His eyes snap open as his countenance breaks into an expression of joy. One great paw claps you on the back. The other catches you before you lose your footing.
There, you
heard it, didn't you? I knew it. I knew it. Aye, this is good news, Gero. Good news.
I heard it. What was it supposed to be?
It's the wheel. The wheel. Don't you see, you beautiful idiot? Squeaks whenever the helmsman jerks it clockwise, which means we're heading east. Burn my beard. That means if we've been traveling for, yes, only 10.34 nautical miles to Fort Joy.
Your kind always hung closest to our divine.
Tell him he should not talk like that about such a magnificent beard.
Ah, so you've eyes as well as ears, eh? You'll go far, mate, even here.
Why is he so excited about reaching Fort Joy? You haven't heard anything good about the place.
No, indeed, Gero. But that ain't my final destination.
The dwarf leans back from the table and strokes his beard, gold medallions jingling merrily. His eyes roll over to you.
That'll be all. Thank you kindly, Gero.
If he's hatching an escape plan, I want in.
He continues stroking his beard, a beatific smile on his lips, and doesn't acknowledge you anymore.
He has such good wordplay, and
What have we here? A fresh face in this
you hear a lot of words that you don't normally hear in
Let's size you
conversation.
up, shall we? See if you'll do.
The lizard looks you up and down, like a farmer would a fetching horse. All of a sudden, he grips you firmly by the chin, with the intent
Rude.
of inspecting your teeth.
Mumbled through clenched jaws. What on earth is he doing?
I'm inspecting your teeth, in case that wasn't spectacularly obvious. There's some discoloration, but I've seen worse. After all, one can't expect to find prime merchandise on a squalid little ship like this.
Rude.
Now then, to business. You will answer me 3 questions. The first one is this. Can you cook?
Laugh and say you can hardly tell a turkey from a turnip.
Goodness, no. And don't even mention the demon's testes that are turnips. On to the second question. Can you knit, weave? In short, tailor?
Stick a thumb through one of the holes in your garb and say, these provide cool in summer.
Well, from your vagabond chic, a bag is as good as a shirt kind of style, I shouldn't be getting my hopes up. On then to my final query. Have you the ability to administer the upkeep of one's personal appearance? The delicate art of cosmetics is what I'm after.
Oh, we got a Lose option. We're going to pick that. Just keep chewing your hair. It was already in your mouth anyway.
Lord, I might as well try and teach mathematics to a dog chasing its tail. So, 3 questions asked, 3 questions answered. Let's evaluate, shall we? As per your own testimony, you have the taste buds of a dung beetle, the fashion sense of a monkey in a clown suit, and your personal hygiene reminds one of a carcass rotting in the sun.
Wow.
That won't do at all, see? I'm sad to say I must deny you the opportunity to be my slave. Ever so sorry.
Stare at him blankly. He was looking for you to be his what now?
My slave, of course. oh, but I see. Yes, I suppose it must take some time for the full extent of my disheartening refusal to sink in. Still, hone your skills, and one day you may just qualify for a position in a lesser household than mine. You keep dreaming, you hear?
Wow. Okay. That was a lot to take in. A little bit of a posh prisoner. Okay, well, they didn't like that. Here's Fane.
Here's the register, ma'am. Good, good. Magister Williams has just about done with the last passenger.
Great, let's trade. You have 12, so you need obviously all of these, because I do not. Take your money, thanks.
You faring okay so far?
Ask if he actually cares.
Of course I do. Seems void-walking dog your heels like a shadow. That's no way to live, is it? You'll see. We're gonna help you. You head on in now. Williams will get you sorted fast.
Okay, well, he seems like he's very helpful. At this point, we would walk in here and there would be a thing that happens. However, we're not going to do that. Instead,
I've seen more appetizing things coming
We are going to just attack this guy. Yeah, hey, cut it out. No. Cut it out. No. Okay, that pissed him off. The reason that we do this is because when this event happens, we get all the experience. Boom! 675 experience. A little way to get a bit more out of the tutorial before you actually reach Act 1. So doing this will allow you to hit level 2 before you actually end up on the beach later on. Another thing this allows you to do is loot all the enemies that turned into a pile of mush. You notice that the kids are not down here, which is a nice touch by the devs. But the kids escaped. Grab whatever else I can find. The sheep didn't make it. That's pretty sad. Grab this mutton chop. This, grab that. This, grab the broken source collar, and we'll loot the body for the fleshy piece. We're gonna make our way through all of the dead bodies. We're gonna loot this area here. I don't think the requisitions are actually any good as far as like information wise. We want all of these things. A bunch of items in here. It's faster to loot just by clicking on the items than it is to hold Alt and pick them up. Bit of a struggle here trying to click on all the items. There we go. Magister's worst of it. Grab these cups. Cups are important. So are bottles. Go top side. Okay, we're gonna attack this water barrel, I guess. Open this up. That up. We're gonna grab this painting and this gold cup. Here and talk to the dog.
The hound paws desperately at its snout. It winces as it draws blood from its wet black nose and continues scratching.
That's the dog. What's the matter?
The dog notices you for the first time and snarls, the hairs on its back prickling as it lowers itself into a lunge. It sneezes suddenly and paws at its nose once more.
Can't smell. Can't breathe. Too much sauce. Too much. Too much. Please, make it stop.
Tell the dog you could stop it if you could. You're not the one who did this. You'd stop it if you could.
The dog whines.
Well, that's sad.
Not long before this thing snaps into splinters.
Lucky find went off again. I'm not sure what it actually spawned on that, but we'll go with the wand. And we'll also hate that it puts all this stuff on the bar here. That's okay. Might be. Exactly do we want with these pants? Okay. No other armor, right? We're not missing anything. Perfect. We're going for that out. This out. will automatically attack the doggo. Set him on fire. Okay. Well, that didn't work out. Dog is tanky. All right. Splash, splash. Dog's on fire again. Okay, we're gonna armor up. Going to hit him with our wand. That's unfortunate. Got 1 HP. Okay, you burned to death. I was to say, this dog is like the Terminator. Okay, get some lumpy meat. Delightful. Slowly break the door here.
Damn, that doesn't bode well. Onwards and upwards.
Walk in here.
Gods, by divine grace, who was that howling?
He eyes the collar circling your neck and reaches a hand towards his blade.
Another sorcerer!
Gesture. Wave your hands in the air and chant some nonsense. You better not mess with me.
He leaps to attention and brandishes his blade.
Didn't work out for me. Okay, so we have no elemental options. What we'll do: attack, make fire. Fire bad. Coming a pet. Okay. Attack. Attack again. Okay, the guy almost died. That's good. Hurts a lot. Okay, so now we make a fire totem. Make. I don't think I need Farsight Infusion. We'll just attack. Okay, the guy was just hit in the face, and he killed my pet. Damn. Ow. That hurt. Alright. Easy. Grab those items. Grab this book. Grab that ink pot and quill, which is pretty useful. No book. Grab that thing. Here, grab that. Nope. Nope, what are you doing? Grab this lady's portrait here. Please click on the portrait. Jesus. Thank you. And we got more books. Take a look at all the stuff that we've been picking up. Requisition forms. Just a few items that they've been picking up and how many. Just this journal. Can't read it. Gabby letter. Can't read that. Letter. Lucian. Feel cold inside now. One thing I'm certain. You'll warm me when I find you again. Rix. I think we just killed Rix. So that's not going to happen. Source King. Whenever you read stuff, it tells you what the actual name things are. See here it says Bound Tome. When you read it, whether it actually has useful information or not, it tells you what it is after you've read it. But even if you don't get anything out of it, it's good to read. That way in the future when you run across things that are similar, you'll automatically know them. Alright. We're exploring. That weapon away. The wand we have now is more damage, but I'm going to keep the one that we have currently. It creates pools of fire. Important. Summoner, we need stuff like that. That's sad, I hit the wrong barrel. Here's Fane again.
You pass through the door and are suddenly face to face with an undead. His skull is bizarrely angular, and a glorious jewel sits in the middle of his forehead. The skeleton is quickly leafing through a volume of Cranley Hubert's famous encyclopedia, muttering to himself.
No. What damn fools record knowledge on a pulped tree? It catches fire, it turns into must when wet, it cannot even resist acid. No wonder they're so bloody ignorant.
The skeleton looks
I wonder what they used to put their information on.
Oh. Yes?
Oh.
Shouldn't you be running or screaming or some such?
Ask if he shouldn't do the same. The ship's going down.
The skeleton groans and looks back to his book, frantically flipping from page to page.
He's already dead.
I know your god did not gift you with much, but kindly use the little you were given. Do you look at me and think, why yes, there is someone with organs enough to drown? Trifling matters like water and poison do not concern me.
Look at that, they're giving you hints in the game.
Damp robes are the most I have to fear. Once this glorified skiff hits the sea floor, I will simply walk to shore. Whereas
Fair enough.
you, I believe, have lifeboats to pointlessly squabble over.
Snap that you're doing something. He could be saving lives instead of just reading.
The skeleton holds up his book in one quick, frustrated movement.
I am trying to discover if there is anyone worth saving. And I will be damned if I let the lives of some mayflies get in my way. Go on, go, swim or drown or do whatever takes your fancy. I have a book to read.
Quite distant. Fane's story is very interesting.
Something's pounding on the hull.
The marking on the door was painted recently, judging from its pungent scent. You don't recognize the symbol, but it's clearly warning you away. You press your palm against the door to open it. The wood feels neither cold nor warm, but simply grey. The color drains from your hand, and you are left numb.
Pull open the door. Use the key.
The door groans open, but an ashen shadow clouds your mind.
Oh. Death fog. Instant death for the living. Alright. Well, we'll just save that in case something unfortunate happens. Over here.
I need to get out of here now.
At least I can loot that guy. I don't think I can loot this guy though. Nope, not worth it. Leaving. Not gonna try.
God damn it! Need to get off this wreck and quick.
Alright. Finish grabbing all these bags and then I'm out of here. Character's going the long way around? Ooh, automatically opens the door. How nice. I would like to get lucky find one more time before we move on. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Here, oh look, a couple more barrels. Gotta constantly pan the camera so you can see what's going on. Oh well, that just happened. what we'll do is we'll throw up poison elemental. Then we will also put a poison totem up. And that way, if the enemies come at me, my guy here auto attack them. Come on up. They're gonna fight my incarnate. Okay, I guess. Auto attack. 7 damage. Go ahead and create another poison totem. Smack this guy. Incarnate's down. Oh. Okay. So let's do this. Let's summon a fire totem. Armor up. And then my totem should be able to kill this guy. Or not. Good talk. Target is out of sight. Sidestep. Fire. I win. Got a fireball scroll there. I like how the game logic walks around hazardous terrain. Pretty nifty. I'm gonna eat some apple pie because that's delicious. That rope. Save. Put this over here. Back it. Now a water surface. I'm gonna move this water barrel as well. I'll leapfrog it up here, I guess. You've never seen a... Oh, the fire's gone. Never mind. This tentacle. Jeez. What my wife said. Alright. Improvised wand? I think I'll take that. Put it to me on... Don't already have Discord on your phone, I highly recommend it. People are asking questions about Dark Age of Camelot.
A lifeboat! That means there's still a chance.
Okay, lifeboat. The wand is 2 to 3 fire, which we've already got. Okay, we're gonna save it. Big hit in the background there.
The dwarf yanks at one of the nearby ropes to no avail.
You said there were other people down there. We need to help them.
You see those tentacles, kid? It's time for getting the hell out of here.
Call the dwarf a coward. You'll return to the lower deck and check for survivors.
Thank you. There's a ladder right over there. You can go straight down.
Thanks, kid. Let's go take a look. So I believe people down here are the other survivors. Right?
If you can walk, get yourself up.
Oh.
Wait, void woken.
Interesting that they don't spawn as Lose until you actually walk in where Lose is actually at. These guys don't have any type of armor whatsoever. So what we'll do is we will attack, causing a fire terrain. Summon a fire pet. I missed. Oh well.
These beardless bugs won't sink the ship on my watch.
There's a tiny little fire spot, and I missed it. There's also a fire spot there. Auto attack for the win.
the games begin.
This is Sibyl. Teleports, backstab. Stabs it again. Job. Probably shouldn't go Elf Racial into an additional attack. Okay, Prince is using Fortify. We only get one attack of opportunity on the pet, so we miss there. Alright, here's Beast. Battering Ram. Nice. And it's gone. Good talk. We're going to put up a totem on the far side. And I guess we'll give Farsight Infusion to the pet. There we go. And I guess we will encourage everybody. Tell them they're doing a good job. Alright. Auto attack. Sybil looks like she's got this under control. Pet needs to... Does he have sight? Oh, he does not. Bummer. I guess we'll move over here for 2 AP. Throw. Enemy. For the win.
We need to move.
Save it. The F1 we can follow the character, so we'll do that. Alright, so we've rescued all the people down below except for Fane. And we are ready to go.
I hear something. It's Magister Siwan, the one who put on this damn collar.
Check out the ancient book.
She needs help.
Home collar mask. Notice. Death fog barrels, yep. Dave? Talk to her.
Speak, but can only gape as she clutches her neck, trying to stem the bleeding of a gushing wound.
Look around to help her.
With jagged movements, she raises her clenched fist and holds out a length of cloth, soaked with some kind of strong-smelling tincture.
Try to stem the bleeding.
Blood quickly soaks through the cloth. Magister Siwan's mouth opens and closes, her eyes wide in terror.
Hold it tighter to the wound.
It's working. The pressure is stemming the flow of blood. Siwan clutches your arm, her eyes locked with yours. Something within the ship snaps. The floorboards shudder.
Let's try to help her stand.
Siwan struggles to her feet, clinging to you tightly. The ship lets out a deep groan, then cracks.
Well, that's unfortunate.
It's ripping the ship apart.
Level up. Oh, that's a big boy. Like everybody got tossed into the water.
I have plans for you, child. Rise.
Honorable Dallas, we lost a ship sailing sorcerer prisoners to Fort Joy. We assume some escaped and broke their collars. Their vile magic lured the Voidwoken. All who were aboard are presumed dead. Yours faithfully into eternity, High Judge Oriven.
So High Judge Orivand is one of the leaders at Fort Joy. I'm sure at some point we will run into him. I'm wet. All right. Well, the order's right about one thing. First comes Source, and then Voidwoken. So far,
Thanks, disembodied voice.
guessing she's referring to the voice that saved her. Shells, huh? Nice. Look at that big shell. Ancient statue of Baracus Rex.
Who's that again? It's broken.
I think the Divinity Original Sin 2 takes place 1,000 years after Divinity Original Sin 1. If I recall correctly, that's the story.
Mirror in his hands. He holds it up at angles, inspecting his eyes, his chin, the crown of his head. He spots you, and his arms snap to his sides.
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers.
I'll say you're not a stranger, you're Lose.
Hi, Losa. I'm
Losa.
Sam. Are you a sorcerer too?
You aren't sure. Does he see any source on you?
The child screws up his face and looks at you, hard. He holds up his little mirror and peers into it, inspecting your reflection. His eyes go wide. The mirror falls and shatters on the rocks below.
I have to go.
Before you go, trade. Bells. Bummer.
The boy begins to...
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Well, he's having a bad day. Let's keep going. I'll grab this Whisperwood and this stick. One needs a good stick. One thing as a boy, that's all I do is look around and find like a really lucky charm. A really good stick from the yard. You'd hang on to it. You put it in the garage for stick things later.
Voidwoken.
Oh, before we deal with these guys, we did level up.
Sank our ship. Damn, they made it to shore.
Go into... I'll just hide as a bush for now. Inventory? There we go. Let's go memory. And wits. Then we're going to go into summoning 1 point. Now we're summoning 2. Lucky Charm's been doing some work. Let's throw a point into that. Then we're going to combine Whisperwood with empty potion bottle. Magic armor potion. Okay. Dave, I think we've done everything now, so we'll save it. Forward. And we're in a fight. Two Voidwoken. Lots of blood. No armor of any kind on either one of these. Since that is the case, we will create a blood elemental, and then we'll do a Farsight infusion on the incarnate. We will buff up the incarnate. Then with the incarnate, we will attack. Ball range. This guy. It knows my name. Okay, it survived 2 hits. Good. Throw up a blood totem. Because those look great. Fire off a wand shot at the guy here. One's burning, one's bleeding. Knocked down my pet and killed it. Good talk. The totem did not survive. That's sad. Okay, we're just gonna throw up another one. And then I guess we'll burn the other guy. So now this one's bleeding and burning. Yep. And that one is also bleeding and burning. That one should die to fire. That one burned to death. You also burned to death. Good.
I thought these bloody collars were supposed to keep those things at bay.
Understanding the complex systems in this game will definitely help you navigate Tactician.
On the ship, at least.
The more people you have to navigate, better. Lone Wolf's pretty good too. And some people even do solo runs where you just have no partner and do Lone Wolf.
Look here, Quercus. Another giant. My word, this blasted isle is teeming with them.
That's a squirrel riding a skeletal cat.
What's that? Yes, I did see how it made short work of the great acorn servants. Quite right, very impressive.
Great acorn.
But that is no reason to trust it. Giants like that destroyed our forests. They are the very reason the great acorn is returning in all its wrath.
The voice acting is on point.
What? Dear me, have you taken leave of all 6 of your senses? You would have me use this giant for a shield? Why would I... Oh, I see. You cunning devil, Quercus. Of course, if it defeated the great acorn's vile servants, it can do so again. We need only follow in its big, wide shadow and be safe.
Laugh and tell him he's quite welcome to follow in your shadow.
Gads, it speaks our tongue, Quercus. Hush before... What do you mean a good time for introductions? You know full well who I am, you silly old cat. The great Salora, grandest of the... Oh, introduce myself to the giant. I shall do no such thing. You give away your trust too easily, my dear steed.
Love it.
No, we will have the giant march. In time, we'll see whether it deserves our confidence. Now, onwards, shield! Venture forth, post-haste. The great acorn waits for no one.
Amazing. Can I talk to him?
Ooh, how pensively our shield looks down upon us.
Explain that you have some questions.
Dear me, it has questions, Quercus. Why, yes, I suppose answering them is the polite thing to do. Speak, shield! What are your queries?
Ask for more detail about the Great Acorn. What is it exactly?
A giant body, but no giant brain, eh, Quercus? Surely even the tall folk know that Rivellon was bare before the great acorn fell from above and seeded the Urwood, covering this land in beautiful, perfect forests. Beautiful and perfect until the giant races, no offense, realized they could use it to build their houses and fuel their fires. They carved the Urwood up, and the forests shrank and shrank. None of the original wood remains. But someday, the great acorn will fall again. The forests will be reborn, and the giant races will be wiped from this world. At least that's what I hear.
Okay, I'm a little confused. Where did this acorn come from?
Oh, Quercus, it wants answers. As if it is the first creature to ponder the big questions of the universe. What tree did the great acorn fall from? Where did that tree come from, if not a greater acorn? Could you build a nest great enough to store the great acorn for the winter? Some questions have no answers. Quercus, why is that so difficult to understand? The great acorn will come. It will destroy the world, and squirrels will reign supreme forever. I fail to see what's so difficult to grasp.
All right. Well then, I'll take my leave.
Indeed, Quercus. Let's be off.
That was a lot for trying to open a box. I found a crafting book. New recipes. Fantastic. A lot of the recipes in this game you will learn from books, but there are some that do not come from books. There are some you just have to figure out on your own. Or you don't want to do that, and take the time to learn, you can pick it up. We see the red prince ahead, so I'm going to save it. Grab these shells.
Boring.
Boring. Jeez. My stream in a word, right? Shell. Boop. Save it. Talk to the prince.
A strange lizard gazing over the water with a steady, malcontent stare. His skin is of a bright blood red color. Could he be? Yes, you recognize him from the ship.
Yep, this is one trying to slave us up. He's the one who took me by the jaw and sized me up like a damn horse. Say you have a bone to pick with him. Yeah.
The lizard turns about with the graceful ease of a dancer, or a duelist. You lock eyes with his, two smoldering embers that sizzle your very soul.
Yes, I imagine you do. You're made of sterner stuff than I first gave you credit for. Chances are I wouldn't have survived the shipwreck had you not returned to the aid of your fellow passengers down in that dreadful hold. You have my gratitude.
Hand over heart, he salutes you with a bob of the head. More than a nod, though less than a bow.
Oh, you're glad to be of help. Doesn't do to stand idly by while people are in danger.
Yes, I'm sure you've all the makings of a hero and all that, but let's not get carried away, shall we? Now then, if there's nothing further.
What do you plan to do next?
If you really must know, I haven't quite decided yet. I've a frightful amount of things on my mind, hence my standing here contemplating the waves.
He sighs dramatically.
Tell me, what do you see when you cast your glance over this ocean?
Losa has her own dialogue. Say that sometimes you see the consciousness of a vast being, but usually just a lot of water.
A consciousness. Very good. And the water it may drown in. Life and death. Why not?
We'll have a bucket on her head.
The water once more, and so do you. A few tranquil moments pass as the waves lap against your thoughts.
As for myself, when I consider this vast expanse before us, I see an empire. I see continents dotted with mighty cities. And shimmering along the soft curve of the sea's horizon, I picture the palaces that formed my paradise. Lost.
Tell him that's a rather specific vision he has there. Why an empire?
Of course it's rather specific. Quite obviously, I'm musing over the very actual empire that I lost.
Suddenly, having all the air of being deeply offended, he stares at you with utter incredulity.
Incredulity. What a good word.
Gawking like an ape at an abacus. Or do you really mean to tell me you don't know who I am?
Jester, tell him you've never heard of an abacus that can tell people who they are.
Well, more's the damn pity, isn't it? For I am the Red Prince, the All-Conqueror, the World-Tamer, the Spouse of the Sun. Of course you know me.
Of course I do.
There's a brief moment of pause, during which his grandiloquent pose deflates ever so slightly.
That said, I suppose I must own up to the fact that I find myself rather in between all-conquering and world-taming opportunities at the moment. The grandeur...
It's such an interesting cast of characters that they threw together, and then the voice actors brought them to life magnificently.
For the throne I was destined, and my throne I shall have.
Alright, how about you come with me, and maybe I can help you get your throne back.
Truly. A kind offer indeed. And you've already proven to be trustworthy enough. You came back for the others on that ship after all. Fine, I accept.
Great.
On one condition.
Okay.
For reasons I'll not disclose right now, it is imperative that I should meet with a dreamer, one of the mystics of my kind.
Okay.
I've reason to believe one of them may be present on this island. Promise me we'll look for him, and I'll extend you the blessing of my company.
I can't promise you exactly, but I'll keep it in mind.
You do tend to beat around the bush, don't you? Oh well, that wishy-washy answer will have to do then. So, now that that's settled, first things first. even if you are as versed in the art of eloquence as I am, that our swords will be doing a lot of the talking from here on out goes without saying. As a born fighter, I prefer the perfection of the blade myself. But I'm well acquainted with the secrets of magic, and yes, even subterfuge. What say you?
Arcane arts. Know any magic?
Wizardry is embedded in my nature as deeply as the instincts to breathe and drink and mate. The dominion over fire suits me best, truth be told, but there is no school of magic I cannot master.
I agree. Elemental powerhouse. Wizard will do.
The Red Prince
That settles it.
and gives you a smile that wavers ever so delicately between courtesy and contempt.
Now, as you're aware, you'll be traveling with a prince. Proper forms of address include Your Majesty, Your Royal Highness, or if you're feeling particularly frivolous, Milord.
Wow.
As your luck would have it, I seem to be fresh out of luggage, so you won't be required to carry my belongings.
Okay.
Of course, there are other forms. But I'll see to it you'll pick up the rest as we go.
That was weird.
So, without further ado, let us be off.
Let us be off. Audio cut out there because the game lost focus as being the Alrighty. Save it. Check out his tire. You also need a bucket helmet, sir. Put you in your place. Pants. We'll put a shield on. We'll put poison wand on this guy. Wait a minute. Yeah, poison wand. And guess that's fine for now. I can choose we want to go forward here. Now the prince is F2, I believe. Grab some of these mushrooms. Where are they? You can actually see the mushrooms, which is nice. In fact, anything that has a text above it, you can see.
Hey, kitty, kitty.
It seems we're not the only ones taking on strays.
Oh shit, Corcus has got some
It's a clouded
voices about that.
but it stares at you with acute intensity.
What? How did I get... Hey, stop following me.
And who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
I know who I am. Or at least I think I do. Sometimes it feels like... No, I know who I am. Who are you?
Mystic. Explain that you're just a spiritualist who never foresaw this future.
Most don't see what's coming. Can't see what's ahead. Can't keep my mind straight.
Interesting.
The cat shakes its head, as if trying to wake up from a deep sleep.
Ask the cat if it's feeling okay.
Huh? Yeah, fine. I'm fine. I'm not sure. It's all a little foggy.
Wonder where he came from.
The cat opens his mouth as if to speak, but his eyes lose focus, and with a jerk he turns away from you.
Typical cat behavior. Can confirm. According to a new study, if cats were people, they would be psychopaths. So they torture their food, they play with it. They care nothing about other people, just themselves. That's probably why they go nuts without any warning. Or, you know, any heads up, they're gonna go berserk. Luckily, the cats in our house are pretty tame. Get all these shells. Shells are not rubbish. Those are very important. This lady's picking up shells. She gets it. Go pick up this pair of tongs. Gotta save. Okay. I'm gonna keep wandering around out here. As far as I know, any sort of experience that you gain, Arrow Flower, any sort of experience that you gain during, up to the point where you collect a new party member, I think you get the party member with the experience that you've already gained. But there really is no order to do things once you get here. It's just however you want to do them, really. Whatever's easiest for you. If you find that combat is difficult, then I'd recommend looking around for the other characters before you start really exploring, getting into some trouble that you probably can't handle. This.
I've spotted something.
Here lies a nameless inmate. May he find the peace denied him in life in the Hall of Echoes.
Okay. What's this? Is that a dead body? Oh, it's a fight. Can I move away from it without getting attacked? Can. Okay. So we'll put up a water elemental. And then we will do a encourage. Everybody a little stronger. What's this? Restoration. Cures poisoned and bleeding and restores vitality of a target. So if this is restoration and this is an undead guy, right? You can examine. Undead. Undead lets you heal from poison, but regular healing will damage you instead. You will receive poison status even if you have magic armor. So restoration, when I use it on the bad guy, should hurt him. Yes, does a lot of damage. Great. Slap him in the face because he deserves it. So much for that guy. Since we have red prints, we're going to throw that, and then we're going to light him on fire with the breath, and he's dead. Like the man said, the domain of fire suits him best. Any points you put into pyrokinetic on the red prince affects his flame breath as well. So that's important to understand going into it. What is this? I like how she's got a bucket on her head and she's digging. Ooh. We'll put that on our character here. Block and a bow. That's nothing really useful for me there. Going. There's a chest with another really nice chest piece. We'll put this on our summoner. We'll put red prints in actual armor. Very nice. We're getting suited up. I like it. Taking a walk downtown. Whisperwood over here somewhere. Hey, there seems to be a lot going on here.
Magister, now speak. I am a proud loyal to the Order. I would not dream of subverting our cause.
Atusa, please.
Your Godwoken has asked you a question. Answer him.
Need I repeat myself?
But I know nothing of any Verdus.
Verdus.
We already know the truth, Magister. Now speak.
I'm gonna save it. Before we venture that way, let's like another tunnel or something over here. Yes. Go this way. And I think once we get to this area, I'm gonna take a small break. Got to use the restroom and see if the dog needs to go out.
I wonder where this leads.
Ooh, it's Fane. Okay, and a dead human. We'll get to that in just a minute. I'll leave you with some music. We do this. How's that work? And a big thank you. Uh-oh. Music died. Big thank you to A-Novas, Necker, PS3, and Tokyo 1609 for the recent subs. I appreciate that. I'll be back in just a few moments. Y'all settle in, and I'll be right back. Thanks for watching. Right. I'm back. Stuck around? Thank you. If not, okay. All right, we're back at it. Befane, here with the dead body. We'll go ahead and talk to the dead body, get that loot. Look around. Ooh, there's a treasure chest right there in this double rainbow. It's pretty. Very pretty game. Open this box here. Magnifying glass, nice. Talk to Lose and throw fire? Alright.
As the alcove opens up, you see the same skeleton that you met on the boat before it sank. He's leaning over a corpse, prodding and pulling at the skin of its face. Bugger.
Probably don't want that face. It's a little bit decayed.
How on earth am I supposed to... Oh. Perhaps...
Skeletal fingers reach down and grip the skin of the dead man's face, pulling sharply upwards. After a few more tugs at the man's cheeks, the skeleton relents, letting the head drop to the ground with a damp thud.
Damnation. That stuck fast. I wonder, does the beard act as some form of anchor?
Curiously ask what he's doing.
Ah! No! Stay back! Don't... Oh, it's you. I must admit I'm surprised. Perhaps you're more buoyant than I suspected.
Ask what his business is with the body.
Why, its face, of course. What other use would I have for some rotting corpse? A face that seems rather stubbornly attached to his skull. I would normally employ a tool to delicately but viciously rip the face from the body.
Okay.
I could then craft a mask to hide my bone. But as I lack such a tool...
The skeleton grabs the corpse by the cheeks and pulls hard, grunting in frustration as the body's skin holds firm.
Inquire about his skull. You've never seen one carved like that.
Carved? Please. You hardly think I am one of your breed, do you? You have never seen anything like it because you have never met anyone like me. Simply put, I am an Eternal, and you are not. You have my sympathies.
First time I heard that.
Indeed, no one seems to have the good taste to be. My people are rather absent, at least from this realm. As for the others, well, there is an excavation site at the Black Pit's oil fields. Perhaps there I'll find my answers.
An Eternal? Is that some sort of cult?
A cult? Hardly. We were a race that existed before the idea of race was needed. We were all one. I could ask you to imagine an Eternal as a creature of incredible intelligence and skill. But I fear the limits of your imagination would not do us justice. We studied the mysteries of the universe. We created works of great art. We disappeared.
Yep.
But I will find them. Wherever they are, I will find them. We will have our world again.
Sounds like he needs a companion. Ask if he wants to travel.
I suppose, circumstances being what they are, it could be advantageous. You seem more at ease in this world than I. A guide would certainly be useful.
Nah, it could work out well for both of us.
Excellent. While we are conversing, perhaps you notice that I am rather skilled in, well, all things.
And he's modest.
Of course, the arcane arts are my little speciality.
Good.
But being a brilliant wizard does not mean I cannot handle blade or bow. So, which do you require for this enterprise of yours?
You know any magic?
Much magic? I was controlling the powers of the universe while your people were still Doing whatever it is you used to do. What speciality would you prefer?
I'm in need of a cleric because that's hilarious. Let's go with cleric. Heal and support the team.
I could do that with one hand behind my spine. Now, shall we get on? There is rather a lot to see.
That sucks.
Splendid. Very well.
Be off. He has access to necromancer and healing abilities. Okay. We probably won't keep Fane. Just to a good thing to recruit him. We'll be back to this area. Go check out Fort Joy. So we'll grab Beast. And...
I repeat myself.
Stay back, sorcerer, and stay silent. Our Godwoken speaks.
Get him, Quercus! Quercus? He left.
We know you've been helping sorcerers escape, Atusa. We have proof.
I'd sooner cut my tongue out than lie to you, Alexander. I know nothing of any escapees.
If you can tell the Godwoken no more, your tongue is of no use. Cut it out.
This can't be serious, Alexander. Come!
You should know by now to obey your superior, Magister, whatever she may ask.
We're gonna roleplay Losa here. Watch Alexander in disbelief. You have the sinking feeling that the thing inside of you is watching.
Atusa pinches the tip of her tongue with 2 fingers and brings her dagger to its root. Her eyes squeeze shut. Drops of blood form against the dagger's edge and quickly fall to the ground. She groans.
Stop! My father, may his soul rest in peace, would be disappointed in you, Atusa. To think you would lie to his only son, your bishop, and your friend these many years. The fate of our realm hangs in the balance. If you will not help us save it, then you will help the void destroy it.
Staff. So glowy. Big.
Yes, Your Holiness.
I believe we're done here.
What a waste.
300 experience for watching her get turned into a puddle of blood. Bad. Okay, looks like our people want to talk to each other. Let's talk to Red Prince.
Or what's left of her lies in a puddle of gore.
Well, that's one less red to worry about. Bye. That was all a bit much. What did she do anyway?
A lizard, yet a magister. No matter her reasons, her penalty was fair.
Dude, this guy's like relentless.
Creatures are so prone to violence. Naturally, the weaker specimens suffer.
Both of them are very... Oh, leg. Show me some leg, Atusa. Both of our companions currently just really don't give a shit. I like it. Very Evil Run-esque.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, toast the same.
Okay.
Griff teaches you to bully others. Pathetic.
Let's save it.
Where is he?
Lots of stuff going on here.
She ain't coming back. You there. You've just arrived, isn't that right? Are you... Are you quite alone?
Lose, consider your companions. Nice folks, but they're probably better off without you.
You won't regret it. Not when you hear what I've got to say. We need to be quick, though. You never know when the Magisters are going to haul you off.
What are you planning?
I've been here a long time. Longer than anyone else. People get taken sometimes. Some folks say they get cured. I don't know if I believe it, and I don't want to wait and find out. I have a way out of here. It won't be easy, and I need a partner. Just one.
Interesting that they let the prisoners have weapons.
Are you interested?
Tell them I want in.
And a girl. Who wouldn't? Finally, someone with a little sense around here. The plan's simple, completely foolproof. I have a spell that I can use to teleport you right out of here. I can't use it on myself, but with your help, we can both get out of here.
Okay.
There's an artifact that you can use to teleport me out of this place. Then I can use my spell to free you in turn. This item, though, it's in quite an unfortunate location.
Okay, where can I find it?
It's found its way into a nest of crocodilians on a secluded beach nearby. Here, give me a map and I'll show you where to go.
They tell them, hold up. Crocodilians? How many?
Trouble to find specimens such as yourself.
Okay.
Get that artifact, and you and I are as good as free. Go give those overgrown lizards what for.
Okay, so that's interesting. Grab these fish bones because they're not marked as stealing. Ooh, Lucky Find gave us a ring. +1 Necromancer. We'll give that to our Necromancer buddy. Necromancer is good even if you don't... what did I do? Oh, there it is. Necromancer is good even if you don't do physical damage or invest into the skill at all, because damage that you deal to the life pool of an enemy will heal you instead. That's good. This. New recipes from that book. Okay, so let's talk to Farah. She's screaming.
Please, you must help me. No one here will help me. Not one of these bastards. A child is missing. My baby.
Okay, ask the child's name.
She's called Irma. I haven't seen her in days. I'm sick with worry. Completely sick. And no one in this damn camp will lift a finger to help me find her.
Ask her what she knows about the disappearance.
I saw her just here, near 3 days ago. She was playing with her little doll, and I was washing out her tunic. I turned from her for one moment, and she was gone. Left her doll behind, too. It's so unlike her.
I wonder why no one else in the camp will help her look.
This place turns people cold. Cold and wicked. That fellow Jeth over there speaks unutterable evil, but I can't move away from him. What if Irma comes back and I'm not here?
Take a closer look at the doll.
Yes, of course. Here, you should take it with you. When you find her, give her the doll and tell her, Mummy says this is for her little chicken, and it's time to come home. That's what I call her, my little chicken.
That's cute.
She soaks up a steady stream of tears with her shirt sleeve.
She ought to come with you then. She ought to follow you back to me.
Great. You have nothing I want.
You are an angel.
Back to Jeth.
The fella can't hear himself think with all this racket. Day and night she hollers after that child.
Trade.
He hasn't changed a bit. Always late.
Farah. You got to cut that out. What's happened to ya?
Ask if the two of them have history.
Known her all my life. Her little girl Irma too. Farah was a straight shooting woman in those days, but now she's madder and a cuckoo and twice as loud.
Why do you think she's mad?
What else do you call hollering after a ghost? That child of hers she's shouting after has been dead and buried a month over. Killed by a void woken back in our home village. Never even stepped foot in Fort Joy.
That's sad.
And there ain't no amount of hollering that'll bring her back.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart.
Pipe down, Farah.
This is the quest log. It's our first look at it. Get help.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart.
Come on, old man.
She's gone,
Can't wait
Farah.
all day.
Gone.
I'm not mad,
I'm
darling.
checking the logs right now for any that might be part of
Pipe down, Farah.
quests that we have right
Time
now.
to accept reality.
There's no quest for it.
I'm not mad, darling. I'm not mad. Sweetheart? Ah, you're back. Please, did you find Irma? She still hasn't returned. You've been talking to that snake, Jeff, haven't you? I don't know where he gets these obscene lies. It's sick. Totally sick. To torture a mother so. You stay away from that man. Do you hear me? Irma isn't. What Jess says is a lie. You hear me?
She ignores you.
Okay.
Mummy's right here. Where are you?
Pipe down, Farah. It's time to accept reality.
That's your fifth blue jester this round.
Always late.
What of it?
Grab it in your gobblers, the both of you.
If you don't like the game, Topsy, you can fold.
Looks like you're playing some cards up here. Bane. Chest armor. Ah. Down. Oh, when you switch to a character, they stop moving.
Snake.
Now, let's not get nasty. Greet's better off, I'm sure.
Keep her name out your mouth, how about?
Easy now, old chap. It isn't my fault she's dead.
Rude.
Gods. The smell, though.
Also rude.
Please, excuse us.
You're talking to me, not her, Sam.
Oh, for the love of Lucian, Balladeer. You're acting like a madman.
Say it again. What you said about my wife. Go on.
Excuse yourself.
Go on, Sam.
Well, it's the truth, and you know it. She's better off. So what if it was messy? I'd rather puke myself to death 1,000 times than let the Reds get to me. If she were my wife, I'd be happy for her.
A flat smile twitches across Balladeer's lips.
She never did like you.
Stabbed him right in the gut. That loot.
The man looks for a moment at the corpse at his feet, then turns back toward the nearly finished coffin, bloodied hammer in hand.
Clearly his wife's in the coffin. Guess I would have done the
He
same.
nods at you and turns back to his handiwork. He lines up another nail and hammers it into the panel.
Oh. Way to murder that guy. Flower over here. We're gonna pick that up. I said pick it up, not throw it on the ground. Thanks.
Ha! I found you, didn't I? Red, they said. Red, then dead.
Had enough of these shenanigans. Who are they? Come on, out with it.
Them that pay the bills, of course. I'll be a rich man when you're 6 feet under. Time's up, Your Highness. Let's dance.
Okay, so at the end of this, apparently there's going to be a fight. So, when there's a fight, definitely want to spread your people out. Right? Make a fire patch. We'll say, go.
It's stabbing time.
Ow. You definitely want to spread your people out. Oh my god. You want to spread your people out because the area of effects in Tactician mode are brutal, as we just saw. He didn't line up first area of effect on both characters, but still. Second one was quite brutal. Okay, fire. Try to put fire infusion, good. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to run over to the guy just yet, so we're gonna hit this guy with a fireball. It didn't take away all of his armor, but it got some of it down. We're gonna move in with the fire creature. Okay, now going to heal the prince. Great. Can't really do much else, so we'll just kind of stand here, I guess. Okay. We'll hit blind. Can't see. Since we can't see, light this guy up with some fire. Do ignition. Area of effect. I can't use any abilities, so I'm gonna armor up. Auto attack from the pet. That's a buttload of damage. This guy has access to some pretty advanced stuff. We now can see, so we're gonna add a fire totem. We're gonna add an infusion to my pet. And we're going to encourage everyone. Doing a good job, everybody. 10 damage, not bad. We're not really going to be able to auto attack through his defenses, but go ahead and apply some attacks. For 10 damage there. Okay. $20 more damage. Guess we will hit this guy with daggers. If you use tilde, it puts outlines around the characters. But if you don't have tilde active, you can see in the radius who you're selecting. Throw our daggers there. He is on fire. Auto attack. Just went invisible. There he is. He took fire damage from walking through the fire, which brought him back to the visible spectrum. Put a totem down there at the bottom. Shoot around that corner. $13 damage, not bad. We'll move in and stand next to him. If he tries to move out, attack of opportunity will kill him, but the totem got him first.
It's their frightful manners I mind the most, really.
Not bad. Let's talk to Prince about what just happened.
Well, that was rather fun, wasn't it? I do find it ever so invigorating to cut a cutthroat's throat.
That he seems awfully relaxed for someone who is just the target of an assassin and is now on fire and having this conversation.
Oh, one gets used to this kind of thing so quickly. This is hardly the first time someone's filled some poor fool's purse and bid him kill the prince. I'll tell you what, though. Whomever wants me out of the picture will have to do a lot better if they seek to get the better of me.
Timing on that.
All those bumblers they've sent so far mark a mere insult to my swordsmanship.
Okay, let's go check out this guy. He's probably got some decent loot. Nice. Seems like Prince is going to be in the middle of all of it. So we're going to put a wizard coat on him. Give Fane the very bulky chest piece. Auto sort. Go ahead and check out all these here. Use the square, or use the letter and cast it in a public square in arcs. Interesting. Read that earlier, I think. Captain's Journal. Free book. Double checking, make sure we didn't miss anything. Alright. Got a couple things down here. A herring. Cooking station. Combine. My snapper. Yeah, look at that. We can cook all the fish. What happens if I put meat in? This becomes dinner. Okay, we got cheese bread. Got mashed potatoes. Nope. Salmon pie, pumpkin soup. Nothing else. So if we get Beast, here he is, speaking of the guy.
Comes it out all dilly eye day. They say he likes it big and come on, you stubborn hunk of garbage.
The dwarf's fingers clamp around a splintered chunk of wood nailed to the skeleton of an old ship. His whole body strains with the effort of wrenching the plank free, to no avail.
What are we going to do with this? Ask him if he needs a hand.
Got two of my own, haven't I?
The dwarf spits into each of his calloused palms and rubs them together before placing them both back on the plank and pulling.
Bleeding nail must be charmed or something.
It's not charmed, just needs to put in a little elbow grease.
Yeah. Go on then. Why don't
Yeah.
you give it a shot?
Be happy to.
You grab the plank and pull. The rusted nail pops loose, and the plank promptly crumbles to pieces in your hand.
Oh, look at that. Nice of you to finish the job after I loosened her up.
Right.
He winks and flips a gold coin toward you.
Hey, extra coin.
Long, high arc, glinting in the sun, and lands squarely in your hand.
For your trouble.
Thank him with a nod.
I were a fool's errand thinking I could make something out of this heap, but I couldn't help myself from trying.
He sucks a finger and holds it up to the wind, testing the breeze.
Winds like these, she would have capsized before she reached the break. Well, on to plan B.
Ask if he's planning an escape.
He gives you a wry look, as though deciding whether to trust you.
Aye, was planning to build me a raft and paddle off. I've got business north of here, in a town called Driftwood. Far be it from me to miss an appointment.
If he's getting out, you want in.
Why don't we make a deal then? You help me get out of this place, and I'll do the same for you.
Shake his hand, you'd be glad to have him as an ally.
That's the spirit.
He lifts an invisible cap and bows with the grace of a courtier.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. The name's... well, the name's dead and buried. What matters is what they call me. Beast.
Human. Say his story is well known even outside of the Dwarven Kingdom. He was an outcast after trying to overthrow Queen Justinia.
May have been cast out, but you can bet your last heel of breed she wishes she hadn't of. I've taken my revenge 1,000-fold on that tyrant's fleet.
Ask him what he did to earn a name like Beast.
Tell you when you're older.
Rude.
Anyhow, we're a team now, so the me is not half as important as the us. Let's get down to brass tacks. Fighting, I mean. I've been up and down the realm so often it'd make your cabbage spin, and I picked up a few tricks along the way. Truth be told, I've grown fond of crushing and casting. A battle mage, if you like. But there's not so important as team dynamics. So what'll it be?
Battle Mage is just fine. Trying to think here. All right, we're gonna go Battle Mage.
Then it's settled.
It's settled.
Capital. Well, that's that sorted. Onward then. I've got to get out of here, and soon. And I suppose you do too.
So, Beast is a Battle Mage. That being said, gonna be in the fight quite a bit. We need a shirt for you. Where's a shirt? Where's the shirts? There it goes. You get this, you get that. Six to 8 poison damage. Do I have anything better than 6 to 8 poison? I do not. Alright, you get poison damage. Go away. So now, our two-handed user, our battle mage, using a staff. And when he attacks and does warfare stuff, it will do magic damage because it's a staff. Talk to this lady.
The woman looks out on the gently lapping waves. She seems totally at peace, but as you approach, she turns to you with a cheerful smile.
Ah, finally someone nice.
Haven't seen you around here before. New?
Just arrived.
Don't worry too much if you have a hard time settling in. Takes a while to get used to the place.
I imagine so. Sure.
She gives you a long look.
Don't mind the other 3 people standing with me. I'm by myself.
You think twice about facing this mean world alone, eh? Someone to drink to in the evenings, someone to hold at night. If you've got those, you'll be all right. Some of us haven't got anyone at all anymore.
Why are you here alone?
Used to be I had a family. A husband and a little boy. We were healers. Source was in our blood. Then they brought us here. I couldn't stop them from taking my boys from me when they did. Reckon they were cured. Maybe even released. Don't know why the Reds didn't take me too. Now I'm just waiting for him to call my name. Waiting and remembering.
Losa is pretty brutal here with the tell her there's no point in holding on to the past. Tell me more. What were the boys like?
Her eyes sparkle. She talks for some time about birthdays, about Felix's prickly beard, about the skunk Stefan once dragged home for a pet.
Missed part of that. I double tapped the button. Kind of you to ask. Stefan, he was my little one. Smart as a whip, and no less wicked. And my husband, he was called Felix. He was an expert healer. Could fix a broken bone in a short minute.
Joy radiates from her as she remembers. She places a warm hand on your shoulder.
What a gift to think of them. I'd like to give something
Gave
to
us
you
something.
too. A family recipe. One of Felix's best. He'd be happy to know it went to such a warm soul. Take care of yourself. You hear? You're a sweet one.
Great. Restoration. Got it for 12 gold off. Gotta go for it. No. I get something from her. I don't know what she gave us. And more. Accept. Excellent. No, 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 no. Crap. That happened. Use the healing potion on the wrong person. Consume the mashed potatoes. Bread. Bread's delightful. Okay, so we're kind of looking at the map here. Missed this area. Crocodilians. Okay. Really zoom out, can't we? Got a waypoint. Some vines. A win. But map markers too. Nice. So who do we want for our final person? Do we want the Bill or do we want other guy? Iffen. I think Iffen would be a much better character. in Fane.
I find only bread. I want no trouble.
Bread or a brisket, all's the same.
Your grift teaches
Okay.
you to bully others.
We'll chat with these guys.
This is not your business, Long Pig.
Long Pig. Nice.
Don't let this moss muncher talk to you like that. Especially a cheapskate like this one. Griff already knows she don't like to pay her fair share.
An intense-looking man steps between the thug and the elf and rolls up his sleeves, revealing well-muscled and heavily scarred arms.
Just stand aside, won't you, mate? This is no business of yours.
Lone wolves decide their own business.
The thug freezes in fear for a moment before shuffling back to the protection of his crony.
Pay up, elf. No one shorts Griff, especially not one of you.
This sounds more like a shakedown in disguise.
You two ought to be thanking your lucky gods it's us, and not the magisters enforcing round here. A fool never knows what they've got till it's well and gone. Now come on, elf. If you make me say it again, there's gonna be trouble.
Use it to harm or you won't stand by and watch.
Neither will I.
We got a system, and it looks like you don't want to fit in.
Okay. We're gonna put Beast over here. We're gonna kind of reposition.
This is no time for idle chit-chat.
Anything else we need to do? Bunch of attitudes just adjusted. Throw out an elemental totem. Throw out an elemental fusion or incarnate, whatever they're called. Incarnate's up first. Smack this lady. Him for the... Ooh, he missed. See what Ifin does. Purges everybody. That's nice. Now he's got water arrows. Auto attack first. 6 damage. Hit her with the Kang. Got a lot of HP. Alright, it's our turn. We're gonna bull rush in. I missed this guy again. Knocked him down. Auto attack him for 10. Nice. Now since they're both together, we can do that and really light them up with this. Hit a few people there. That lady just got destroyed. One guy left. Got a fire totem. And we will attack with the wand. A lot of damage just from moving there. They really want to kill that lady.
Prepare Meet your maker.
Follow me before more of them trouble us.
Back to full life, so that's good.
I have an errand to run around here first. I'll catch up with you there later.
Remember, past the kitchens, down to the beach, inside the caves there.
Raid. Aha, got all your money.
There is a safe place.
Interesting that she talked to Fane. Loot these fools. What they got? Special mace. Boots and a hat. Actual hat. Wow. Boots. Put some boots on Beast. He's gonna need them. All right. Okay, that was exciting. I think we'll go ahead and swap out Fane with somebody else. Faster way to trade everybody's crap. Books. We'll leave him with his notebook backpack though. I think we're gonna swap out Fane.
The man rolls his sleeves back down and casually wipes some blood from his cheek. He nods at you, the shadow of a smile on his lips.
Good work there. Good work. I can tell you've got chops.
He stretches out one rough hand to shake yours. He grips your hand tight as a vice and shakes it, hard.
Good to meet you, lady. Say, you don't look all that busy. I could use someone to watch my back, and it looks like you could use someone to watch yours. I've just got a small errand to run, and then I'll be looking to get the hell out of here while I've still got a neck to collar. How about we stick together until we get out of this place?
You're keen to get out of here. How do you think that'll happen?
The usual way. Haphazard, terrifying, and drenched in blood. Haven't quite worked out the details yet, but I'll wager it'll be no worse than what'll happen if we stay put. 2 heads are better than 1, and when push comes to shove, 4 fists are better than 2, right?
Nod.
He grins, sharp teeth glittering in the midday sun.
So, before we hit the road, it's best if we decide battle strategies up front. Should keep more of our blood in. Survival's my main priority. I'll use every trick in the book to keep us alive.
Sounds good.
But if a wayfarer's not what you're after, I've got other skills. What do you need?
Whenever I see Wayfair, it just reminds me of the company. And those commercials. Oh god. Got just what I need. Ask if he knows much about magic.
Good's an outlaw who can't command the shadows. I've dabbled enough to know I've an affinity for the darker arts. But I'm a quick learner. What's your preference?
Darker arts. Okay. Well, how about an enchanter?
Can do. Onwards.
He scans the horizon for threats with one green eye, then nods back at you.
Looks like you've got quite a busy little crew already. My instincts tell me to travel with a smaller pack. But if you happen to lose one, you know where I am.
Alright, Fane.
Go on then, bark away. Let's see if we can find any.
Go separate ways for now, at least.
You want to dismiss your
Yes.
I can imagine. Go on then.
We can find Fane later.
Ifan curls his lip in greeting.
So, seen all the magnificent sights of Fort Joy already? I've just got a small errand to run here. But then I'll be the usual 2 heads are better than...
He grinned.
Right you are.
Boom! And he leveled up. Nice. Okay. Why didn't the other people level up? Why is he the only exception? He's got Lore Master. He's got Hydrosophist 1 and Aether Thurge 1. I just noticed I have leadership on her. We'll fix that later. Overlooked that when I was making the character. For this character, we will go for a Thurge 2. Arrow Thurge 2. Memory 1. Intelligence 1. Or Master 2 is fine. He's got Persuasion 2. Lucky Charm. Lore Master. So we'll have to swap out one of the Lore Masters for Thievery. Good to know. Alright, get the well-rounded group here. If in look at items. And we'll probably have Ifin use dual wands. Or wand and shield, just to be a little bit more defensive. Wands and shields are the ways to go. The log here. Grab that log. Now that we have our 4-man team, we can start getting into some real shenanigans. Let's do the thing for Ifin. Here's Boris.
As you approach the unsmiling Magister, Ifan catches your arm and speaks to you with some urgency.
I need to talk to this one for a few moments. Alone.
Alright, you trust him, go for it.
Ifan strides up to the Magister, speaking in a calm and controlled voice. Though you can't hear what he whispers, the Magister's face turns whiter than snow as he hands a note to Ifan with shaking hands.
Don't! I'll give you the information. Here, just don't! Alright.
Ifan walks back to you, leaving the quivering wreck of a Magister behind. When he catches your eye, he winks.
Okay. Read the note. Just outside of Fort Joy, aid awaits for the Silver Claw. Helbin Mezd, a trader named Zaliskar, at the lips of the swamp. Zaliskar will be waiting with a smuggled weapon for his mission. Okay. Curious letter. Your target is none other than the Bishop Alexander. Oh gosh. So he's here to assassinate Alexander. Okay. We saw him earlier. He was the one with the wicked staff that told Dallas to kill the other person. Okay. Let's go talk to Gawain.
So, what's the news?
Take your leave. Ifin wants to talk.
Ifan catches you looking over at him. He raises his eyebrows.
What?
Tell him you have you admire him for his knack for getting things done.
Oh, it's just practice. All in the way you set your jaw, lass. I'll teach you someday. I only do it when it's necessary. And it was necessary back there. He wanted me to kill someone. I didn't want to kill them. Being a little impolite seemed the least bad option.
Agree?
That's about the size of it for me, all right. And now that we agree, shall we agree to keep moving?
Yes.
After reading the scrap of paper he took from the Magister, Ifan marks a spot on your map and looks out to the far horizon.
Nice.
Ah, you've read my contract. What does that look in your eye mean?
Beam with excitement as they were killing Alexander.
He raises an eyebrow and folds his arms, appraising you.
Me, not you. It's my contract.
Alright, he's very, very direct with that one.
You can come along for the ride.
No, it won't be easy, but you'll help.
Good to know. And likewise, with whatever errands of your own you have.
Safe.
So, what's the news?
Raid. He's got stuff. Favorable wind, discharge, shocking touch. Stained pants. Gross. Already known. Doesn't know. Okay, so we need to give this guy a few things. We're just gonna accept. To 88. We're looking at his approval rating. I should do it. 100%. Once we get this attitude to 100%, we get a 22% discount. So if you come into a new area and you want to buy a bunch of books, this is the way to do that. If I wanted to buy all these books, it would cost me $12.48. And since this guy has 0 attitude, swap, and it's down to 1,000. 1,000 is a bit steep. I don't think we're gonna be able to hit that. But we will try. Sell Irma's doll because we're monsters. The thread we don't need. Not anytime soon. Get rid of the simple rhyme. Encyclopedia. Get rid of these grenades. Water balloon, oil flask. Still not quite there. We'll get rid of the poison bottles, even though we can use them for feign. Get rid of the... Get rid of the bottles of beer. Get rid of the bottles of wine. Get rid of the dinners. Best I can do is $9.97. Gotta be some more stuff we can get rid of. Get rid of the quill. Get rid of the tongs. Even though we can use the tongs for weapon crafting, I guess we'll do that. We made our match. 1,008. Gives your money. We broke. But that's fine. Put favorable wind on Ifin. Put electric discharge on Beast. Other two on to Ifin. Memory bank. Got some pretty nifty skills here. The shocking touch we'll put on blinding radiance because it's more of a support character. We need to learn ration on Ifin. Also a really good thing. Put that in case. Horse wolf. Not really useful at all. Whoops. Go into options here. Gameplay. Do not add arrows. Remove unmemorized. Do not add grenades. Do not add potion. Well, potions are fine. Scrolls are fine. Don't do scrolls. Fly. Accept. Bunch of this stuff we don't really need. Right, meow. Have to reorganize my people here. Demonic Stare is gonna be great for late game. Wait. Okay. Take your leave. Safe. All right. How close are we to leveling?
She ain't coming back.
Oh, at the bottom. We're halfway to our next level. So let's go visit Cavern entrance. Dave, talk to her.
Look well enough. You're about to pop, ain't ya? Why don't you enter a match and let some of that frustration out the right way?
What does she mean? What sort of matches are held here?
You'll find out. Down the hatch, then.
Okay. 300 experience. Lucky Charm exploded. Nice. It's going to be about my stopping point here. I got to make dinner for the wife. We'll be home soon. We're not going to do the arena right now. We're going to come back to this. What we're trying to do right now is gobble up a bunch of experience. So that's what we're going to do.
Frightfully busy at the moment, love. Haven't got any liquor on hand, have you? This fella could use a little comfort.
Pull a flask from your bag and offer it to her?
Look at that. Just what I ordered. Ain't you a peach, love?
Pretty sure I sold all my alcohol, but alright.
Poor fella over there crossed one of Griff's card sharks and got a club to the skull. Don't to be sure, but I'd like to ease his way out.
Okay, we've got experience for that. Great. Dog over here. David, talk to the dog.
The dog focuses at the cat at your feet, baring its teeth and growling.
Okay.
What's this? I found something.
Oh. Hidden loot. Buddy's key.
Lucky find.
There's my alarm.
A little reprieve from the din outside.
So after this area, we will definitely hit our stopping point. Elodie, this is the person we talked to.
Thank you for your help with that, thug. Rare is the human who goes against their own for an elf.
Happy to help.
She bows.
Ask if she knows of any way out.
I hear of no escapes. The only way out is through the Magisters, through their cure. Thugs I can stand, but I fear the Magisters.
Who's in charge around here?
In this cave, we trust the healer. She's young, but she sees. She knows more than we know. In the camp, the brute Griff rules. He who gives the bread has the power.
Okay.
Wait, before you go, I am not here without your help. I do not forget this. For you, a prize. I save it for a special occasion, but I can think of no finer occasion than this.
She gave me a severed head.
Thank you.
Thank you for the severed head. Guess we'll get the helmet. Put the helmet on Prince, I guess. Give him a proper helmet. Nah, Beast needs a helmet. Looking good, Beast. Prince can enjoy that bucket he's wearing. Okay, we broke our way into here. Blow that up. Hit that. Kinda. Got experience for coming in here. Good to go. Nice. Alright, we'll be back. Let's talk to the healer. Okay, laugh and beg the valiant knight not to slay me.
This time, beast, but don't cross me again, ever. You're really fun. Hey,
Nice.
I'm gonna hide somewhere in the cave, and you come find me.
Okay.
Ready?
That. Okay, well. Go find the kid. Oh, that wasn't very hard. Aha!
You found me. Okay, wait. Let me hide again. Ready?
That. Good talk. Anybody seen a kid running around here? Well, I guess we'll find that kid at some point in the future. Or maybe he was never seen from again. Grab this trash here. Save it. Gila, what's up?
Covered, but she turns as you approach. She smiles, as though she recognizes you, though she couldn't have seen your face.
Okay.
Ah, hello.
Blind.
Very sorry to see the thing inside. Is it becoming stronger?
You are taken aback and ask how she knows about that.
I see it before my eyes.
Tell her it's growing, but you can still control it.
This case is dangerous. It doesn't want you to know. It doesn't want you to hear its name.
Oh.
Something stirs within. Your heart begins to race.
I can tell you, though.
Ask how she can know its identity. Even you can't tell.
The elf visibly shudders and suddenly starts to sweat.
Hey, Gravy.
There's no time. It is angry now. You need to stop it, now.
Suddenly, your spirit shrinks away in terror. The thing loses. Your hands are suddenly desperate to rip the young elf apart. You want her skin under your nails, her blood in your mouth.
I can't sneak. Constitution's 12. Wits are 12. Constitution. Take a deep breath. You try to remember who you are. You're Lose. You love music. You are Lose. Remember. Remember.
You can't stop it. The voice is too loud. The pull is too strong. You lunge at the elf, desperate to destroy her.
We must hurt you if you hurt us, Losa. It is the only way to wake you up. Do you hear me? Please, you must subdue. Hurt her to save her. It's the only way.
I think I'll choose kill the elf.
The thing within is right. Her cold corpse will make you whole again.
You must weaken her to help her.
You guys are level 3, so yeah. You know what? We will wait. Delay. Let's see what they do. All right, well this is exciting. Since this person's already permanently blinded, let's go ahead and blind the other character who has 0. We just helped you. I'm so sorry. Now you're blinded. Make everybody wet.
Prepare yourself.
So we'll encourage. Are we really killing these people? This seems like a terrible idea. We're going to shock this guy.
I am sorry, Losa.
And then we're going to charge this dude. So much is going on. I have no clue what's happening. This is gonna hurt. I'm gonna say that right now. Boom. Boom. Boom.
She does.
Go ahead and throw that out there. Go ahead and throw out a totem. It's my pet's turn. Fireball self. Attack. Eat something.
We do not want to hurt you, Losa.
It looks like you want to hurt me, guys. I'm not gonna lie. A little bit looks like you want to hurt me. Armor up. Ow. Oh, he's crippled. Blind. And they're both blinded. Great. Heal myself. No. Then I guess we will do a petrifying touch on this person. Wasted her turn. Right, now auto attack. Auto attack. Doing 0 DPS to the lady in the middle there. Ignition. Flame breath. Okay. Another fire totem. Then we will encourage. Use our pet. What's going on right now? Ow. Flesh sacrifice. Okay. Missed. Okay. We're gonna heal myself. I'm gonna feel really bad if I end up killing these people. Rain. Running. As he should. Fuck that lady. Hela is an absolute beast. I don't think I'm supposed to be able to beat her. I really don't want to kill any of these guys. Focus on Sahela. Oh. Oh. A fire totem.
They've been tensed into tight knots. As they relax, you have to catch
So glad that ended the fight.
Relief floods over you, followed by a sharp headache.
Look around, ask what happened. You remember what you've done, look around for Sahela.
So are you.
Beg her forgiveness.
There is nothing to forgive. I know this happens. I see it. I do not stop it. Everything happens as it must. This is not your fault, or mine, or anyone's.
Ask her to tell you what's inside you. A demon, any spirits.
Shh. It takes you again. Now is not the time. When you are ready. You are ready another day. I see your triumph, Losa. If you are strong, you survive. If you are weak, it consumes you. If you are weak, it consumes many. Be strong. Please.
Okay, well. Talk to our people.
Where were you just now? Lost inside, lost deep inside. The thing was in control. It held your spirit by the throat. You couldn't speak, you couldn't act. You're you again. For now, but your body and soul ache terribly.
I'm losing control. It's stronger than me. I can't trust myself anymore. Let's go with the more positive route. I'm stronger than this thing. Or if I'm not now, I will be soon.
With that thing inside her, no one is safe at her side.
We've got to find out exactly what that thing is. Then we might be able to help her get rid of it.
She's dangerous. That's all there is to it.
Oh, some of them like that, some of them didn't. I noticed that I forgot to kind of do Los's story. So once I wrap up here in just a minute, I'll play that story for you guys.
I found something.
And yeah, that way we can all be clued in on what's happening. What is this? That's a big hatch. Ancient stone hatch. $700 experience for coming down here. Lucky find, got me some boots. Tiffin, get boots. Congratulations. Heal. Nothing else just yet. Down here real quick.
Help! Help me! Please!
Hello?
You! Tell me true. Stand you with the Source Hunters, or do you serve the tyrant Brachus Rex?
Quickly speed them up on the last 1,000 years of history.
1,000 years? Gods, the walls of this pit have leached a whole millennium from me. I haven't seen a living soul in all that time. What a strange notion.
Ask why you're trapped down here.
A wicked king it was, Brachus Rex by name. The order of the Source Hunters discovered a great horror upon this prison isle, and I was sent to stop it. Yet my failure was absolute. I am not fit to bear the insignia of the Source Hunters any longer. Please, good lady, you must free me. Prise this spear from my chest, where it has been stuck fast for the last 1,000 years. Seize the spear. End this degradation. I beg you.
Alright, so right here, this is where we're going to leave it. Till next time.